Our motto for the Arts and Crafts Club is making art for a cause. While this may seem like a simple statement, what it actually means is that our artists are able to use their talents to benefit our community. Essentially, we are creating a space where we turn our passion for art into meaningful service. We meet every Thursdays after school in room 703, so if you're interested, please drop by and say hello.
We worked on an art auction. Everyone in the club made something to contribute to the auction. After school once, we basically arranged it and had students and parents and everything. They all came by and auctioned the pieces they wanted. And that was right before COVID. One of the projects that we did during after school shut down was the mural project, in which we basically different members of the club got different tiles and we had to draw connecting figures, I guess, or anything we wanted. And basically that was all put together, and that mural is meant to be put up at a hospital.
For the first few meetings, we just brainstormed what kind of projects we could do this year.
The idea for the mural came after our principal, Mr. Scazzaro, released the 3D model of the new high school in his newsletter. The new high school is very, very gorgeous, but we noticed that it lacked the same student presence of the current high school building, with the numerous murals collected over the high school's long history. We hope our mural will be displayed in the new high school.
Once we had the idea, co-presidents Trina and Valerie drafted a layout. Each member then chose a piece of the mural to paint.
And what I really enjoy about Arts and Crafts is that it's really just very relaxing, welcoming environment. You're not really competing with anyone. Everyone can just make their own art. There's not really a lot of expectations or specific ways that you have to draw things. You can just draw what you like, and it'll all turn out okay.
I guess I enjoy arts and crafts because I think it's this opportunity to sort of unwind and be creative after school, which is really nice after all the academic stress. And I think everyone in the club is really nice and welcoming.
Yeah. I would have one with my dark color on it and then another with my light color, just create between the two.
Hi. So the reason that I picked the prompt of just the frog is that it seemed more simple compared to the other ones, because I don't really know a lot about painting. When I draw, it's usually more markers and colored pencil type things. So I thought that this is something that I could handle easier. And I'd say that my style, and especially the style that I use for this painting, is more of a cartoony type. I do that because, number one, I really like the way it looks, and just the way that you can really express big emotions with it, because things can be so exaggerated.
Don't you want plants to look cotton candy?
No.
You're asking us if I know. I've never been in a
Cool. Then I won't. It is 3:16. You got half an hour. You are not going to finish. Thank you, Nora. You're welcome.
So mine was basically just water, and then I added some lily pads in. And I chose that one because I just liked how calm it was and how basically it was kind of a simple scene. I incorporated my art style into my piece by making it less realistic and more in a way that you can see the brush strokes and the different colors that are making up the water. Also remember the movie we watched in Strings in middle school? That kill you with his finger or whatever?
What?
This photo. See, doesn't she look fat? Ask people if they think your dog is fat. She's like a skinny dog. But this is like not a flattering photo.
Thanks, Brina. Too. You're so fast and helpful.
Honestly, I basically just chose a lotus because I enjoy painting flowers. I really like the shapes of flowers. They're very flowy in a way, the way you like paint petals, the way you trace them out and such. I find them satisfying to draw. I like including a large amount of colors when I can, and I like basically creating a more loose and messy style, especially in the case of acrylics, in which it can be pretty difficult to get a really nice, smooth surface. So a good example of where I incorporated this is in the background. That's basically just blue. I could just have painted it one shade of blue, but that'd be boring. I like colors, so I added in shades of greenish blue or darker blue or lighter blue, and I didn't worry too much about making each transition very smooth, so you'll notice that it's pretty choppy and messy in the background, but I like the texture it adds. But I still kind of incorporated that a little bit messy style of blending when it comes to coloring the flower petals. You can clearly see the brush strokes of how I combine the pink at the tips to the white of the base.
I was sort of able to incorporate my style through like the overlapping circles in the background, and the circles are like surrounding each lantern, and I wanted them to sort of like emphasize the lantern's light and also like add something new to the painting.
It's pretty good.
A lot of blobs.
I just like circles. Like, forget art. I just like want to draw like circles all the time. My only
I like
goal.
drawing squares.
Really?
Yeah. Just scribbling squares.
Just squares.
Yeah.
Somewhere out there is someone who enjoys triangles.
Yeah. Squares are so fun.
For the firefly piece, honestly, I was inspired by the swamp from the Princess and the Frog movie. I thought the ambiance with the firefly characters was very pretty. Plus, I was actually able to experience fireflies when I hiked a mountain in Taiwan a few years back, and that painting really reminded me of that memory.
And I think like the mural specifically has been like a really fun project to be involved with. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how the completed mural with everyone's painting is going to look like.
How did you teach them that? Oh, about I was just like, my parents don't. My parents